So James, how has training been this week since the 2-0 win over Montrose at the weekend?
Yeah, it's been a really good week. It's good to come back in having won on the Saturday. The players have been bubbly. We had the reserve game on the Tuesday as well, which a few of the first team players topped their minutes up, and that was another productive game for them, helping the younger players as well, and it was a good performance. And in terms of the training week, it's been really bright. The players have trained really well, which they normally do anyway.
You mentioned the reserve match there, and of course the clubs through into the next round of that competition as well, and that must be really pleasing that for the majority of those games it hasn't been filled with first team players, but when they have stepped up they've been able to benefit from those games as well.
Yeah, the two plus sides of it are the young boys, the development for them. They're getting to play competitive football. If you use the Dundee United game, for example, when they came here, they had a lot of first team players playing, but I believe it was an international week that week, and guys like Peter Pollitt were playing. And in terms of experience for Sam Young or Miller Fenton and even younger ones, then that's a great learning curve. And the other plus side is it gives another game as well, and that competition that we can use to again help and benefit the younger boys that Greg's doing a great job with, or in a selfish point from the first team, we can use it to top minutes up to maybe by the time that game comes around, Paul might be back in. He's now striking the ball, so he's at the very end stage, so we might have the option to play him and other ones that do need the game. So no, it's a good positive for us.
In terms of just going back to Saturday, I think one of the things I didn't fully appreciate when speaking to you after the match was the contribution of Lewis McCann during the game. Of course, we all remember his assist for the second goal, but he was also heavily involved in the first goal as well, and it showed a lot of maturity, just nodding that ball to the side for Rhys Breen to put the ball in the net when he could easily have had a dig at goal himself.
Yeah, it's great decision making from him when he knows, and Lewis headers the ball really well, so I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd have taken that on and went for goal, but it was the right decision as we've seen, and he put it on a plate for Breeny. It was still a good finish for Breeny, but I think all in all, for the full 90 odd minutes, Lewis was outstanding, and everything he gave to the team in terms of his running ability, his pace, the threat that going in behind or coming and spinning, and then he goes off the pitch with 2 assists as well. So I've been delighted with Lewis since he came back from his injury. He started this season really well. He's still young, he's still learning, but he wants to learn, and he's been a real plus since he come back for us. So no, delighted for him, and he is adamant he meant it, so we'll take his word on it. But no, it was a great header, but the assist for Craig's goal was just a great bit of play from him, and all afternoon he caused him no end of trouble.
Adrionians this weekend, the first of 2 quick-fire games against them, but it's been a bit of a time period since we last played them, but I'm sure you'll be right up to date with what to expect from them.
Yeah, they're on a very good run. A lot of respect for Rhys and the job he's done along with staff. They're a team that you watch, and they've got a set way of playing. You can go and you can identify the things that they have worked on. So that's credit to him and his staff and the boys he's got there. We know it's going to be a tough game. We've seen the game here. That would have been August now. And they're, as I said earlier, they're on a very good run. And we've seen what they've done to an Alloa team only a couple of weeks ago, where at home as well, where they ran out 4-0 winners, I think it was that day. And that's an Alloa team that caused a lot of teams in this league problems, and by their own admission, they're in the playoffs as well. So, no, it's going to be a really tough game, but like every week, all focus is on ourselves. It's one we're looking forward to. We've seen there with the youth team a couple of weeks ago, it's a very good Astro, albeit we would rather be on the grass, but it is a very good Astro, so it's got the makings of a really good game with the way they play and the way we'll set up to play as well.
You mentioned Paul Allen in terms of team news a couple of answers ago, so it sounds like he's getting closer, but maybe Saturday too soon. And the other name in terms of team news, Rhys Breen, how's he recovering?
Yeah, Saturday will be too soon for Paul, but we expect to get him back in fully with the group Sunday or Monday. Rhys is great. He got a bit of a shock. He's never had a serious injury, so when he heard the noise and felt the pain, he was worried, but thankfully he's okay. He's been excellent for us as well. He took a wee bit of stick on the Sunday and Monday for coming off and then being okay, but you'd much rather that than at times them being too brave for their own good, particularly when he's so important to us. And I say you would rather they get their sell off and miss 20 minutes of football than continue to play and be out for 6 or 7 weeks. So no, we're thankful that Reece is okay. He's an important player, not just on the pitch but in and around the squad and training and stuff as well. So thankfully he's okay, and having Paul back will be like a new signing when he eventually comes into full training.